Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. This time, we're gonna go back over to Hot New Hip Hop, and the article is done by Cole Blake. It says Diddy allegedly told Cassie's father, "This is my daughter now." Wow. Diddy once allegedly told Cassie's father that she was his daughter now and made her call him Pop Pop. The Bad Boy Mogul's former security guard Roger Bonds said during an interview with Vlad TV. If you have not went and checked over at DJ Vlad on his channel, definitely go check that out. It says Bonds has continued to disclose details about the alleged toxic and abusive relationship in interviews since Cassie first filed her lawsuit against Diddy in November of 2023. The two reached a settlement agreement within 24 hours. At one point during the Vlad TV interview, Bonds claimed that Diddy demanded Cassie refer to him as Pop Pop after learning that was the nickname she used for her father. He continued, she would say it over the PA system and everything else, Pop Pop, and he got off on that. I believe one time he was on the phone with her father and said, this my daughter now. She calls me Pop Pop. She calls me Dad." He further recalled Diddy helping out Cassie's family financially. Mm-mm. Diddy and Cassie backstage during Puff Daddy and the Family Bad Boy reunion tour. This is the video. Well, the picture, excuse me. Right here. The article continues to say earlier in the latest interview, Bonds clarified previous comments he made about the abuse in the relationship going both ways. He claimed that while Cassie would hit Diddy, it would only ever in it was only ever in retaliation for the abuse he committed first. Even then, she allegedly only fought back several years into their relationship. Check out Bond's full comments on the former couple below. Okay, it says Bond's comments on come after CNN published security camera footage of Diddy assaulting Cassie at a hotel back in 2016. He later apologized for the incident and claimed he was working to better himself. Be on the lookout for further updates on Diddy from Hot New Hip Hop and me. Okay. So yeah, another little short little video. Um, just excerpts from the Vlad TV interview that he has done. Roger Bonds, the former security guard, just giving in some insight on what he witnessed or alleged witness, during his time working with the mogul, disgraced mogul, Sean Diddy Combs. And, again, at some point you just gotta separate the music from the person. I remember me saying the same thing about the whole thing when R. Kelly came out, and that, yes, some of these people are creative geniuses. Some of these people have contributed and written, produced, and been on, production of some of the most memorable, iconic, uh, music that you could hear in any genre, you know what I'm saying, in any lifetime. So, the thing about that is that you just have to separate that from the actual person and always remember that they are people. They will fall short just like any other person. Just because allegedly the other video that I did when Roger Bonds said that Diddy had a alleged drug abuse problem. He's no different than a junkie, but he's just a junkie with money, if that is to be believed. You know what I'm saying? All these people that have, certain, perks in life, certain better outcomes than other people, sometimes do some of the most atrocious things to other people below them. Um, I'm not going to say it's so much as a God complex, but for a grown man with clearly, I'm alleging, my opinion, clearly has some childhood trauma that he has not, gotten over. He definitely has some childhood trauma. To do that and inflict that onto another person speaks to his character, speak to his mindset, his train of thought. You can stigmatize and abuse and do all these things to other people, but you are not willing to walk through that door and face your own childhood trauma, to face your own DV, to face your own assaults, to face your own, whatever the case is for him. He refuses to do that. He got on TV and gave this half-ass apology. It wasn't even an apology. Regardless of the fact that he didn't say his name, he may have been contractually obligated not to say Cassie's name. However, everybody knows her name, and now everybody knows her story. And what looks like they know a couple other people's stories as well. I'll be very interested to, hear from the ex-girlfriend at Howard University. I'll be, and a couple other people that has experienced, Diddy's behavior firsthand, regardless if it's good or not. Uh, Always remember these people that we put on these pedestals. They are not, what I'm saying? They're not goody two shoes. They're just like everybody else. They get in trouble like everybody else. And I keep saying that because people need to get that through their head. When this first started, it was a money grab. People were jealous. They're trying to bring a black man down. You cannot put all that on the culture as a black man or a black woman, and they're trying to bring them down at some point, regardless of who they are, even though black people and brown people and other people of color have been systemically shunned, black people more so than other cultures and races. you know, that doesn't mean that you get to pull the card and say, hey, they're trying to bring a black man down. Well, if this black man, this brown man, this man of color is out here doing some of the most atrocious, horrendous, disgusting, not noteworthy things to other people, just like anybody else, he deserves to be punished just like everybody else. Okay? I'm so sick of people, he's a black man, and you're just gonna destroy it. Trust and believe. At some point, people have to take responsibility for their actions, regardless of what their status is, regardless of what their social outstanding profile looks like. They have to be accountable just like everyone else. And clearly, there has been a lot of people that has worked with Diddy, experienced Diddy, has been in situations with Diddy, his entourage, or whatever the case is. And people didn't speak out about it. The people that didn't speak out, and Gene Deal said one of the most powerful things when he did the interview over at Real Life Street Stars. If you have not watched that, go watch that, Real Life Street Stars with Gene Deal. He said criminals will hang with criminals and do criminal things. So if you don't know, take a moment to think about what I just said. Criminals will hang with criminals and do criminal things. If you a person and you stand on principle and you stand on merit and you stand on character, you're not going to allow yourself to be in that situation or be put in that situation or even have that situation suggested to you or thrown in your direction, period, point blank. You know? So me saying that is that it's a lot of people, just like a lot of people tried to speak out and they got silenced and, buried. The story got buried, the incident got buried, it got paid off, whatever the case is. there are more people that were willing to hide this man's disgusting behavior, just like R. Kelly. People were okay with him doing what he did to those people as long as they were getting paid, as long as they were getting a cut, as long as they were getting a deal, as long as they were getting, their career elevated. They turned a blind eye to everything else that everyone else was experiencing. Okay, so that's just my take on it. As the saga continues, I will continue to update you. Drop down in the comment section and chop it up with me. I love to hear from you. And thank you so much. I appreciate you checking out my video. Please go check out Vlad TV and Real Life Street Stars for the Gene Deal and Vlad TV for the Roger Bonds interviews. They are very insightful. Definitely go check them out. Until then, guys, I'll get with you in the next one.